Who would win in a fight? And I'm asking you this seriously, James. Who would win in a fight? Cat Grant or Tony Chopper?
I think you can answer this because you've interviewed both of these characters, so to speak. I guess, kinda. Well, I guess mainly Cat Grant at the time. But
I talked to, I talked to her at a show. So Netflix has offered us our best look yet at Tony Chopper in a new teaser trailer for Netflix's live action One Piece series. It was released as part of the Jump Festa 2026 showcase in Japan, giving fans a fun look at how the beloved reindeer will exist in a live action world. Netflix also revealed who's voicing Chopper in the English dub, with Michaela Hoover bringing the character to life.
oh, look
So
at that.
excited about that. Yes, I got a chance to talk to her about that. So,
That's awesome.
yeah, it was pretty fun. One Piece season 3 is now in production with plans to adapt the Alabasta saga. I think it said saga because
Saga.
Alabasta. Ala- and expand the roles of characters introduced in season 2, including Chopper.
Oh, I like that. That's
Yeah.
cool. Yeah, I don't know much about the One Piece lore, but I know Chopper is supposed to be pretty big moving forward. So that's kind of cool.
Yeah, no, it's super dope.
Michaela Hoover. That's awesome.
Right. Now, like I said, it was fun. We had a chance to have a conversation with her at a con, and yeah, she was really fun person.
Was that which con was that? Shout out to Colossus Girl Entertainment because it was a Colossus Girl Entertainment show. It wasn't Gem State, was it? No, it was one of
No,
the
no, no, no. It was Metal Arc.
Metal Arc. There we go. Look at that. Meeting Tony Chopper.
Yeah. No, and again, really fun person. You know,
Awesome.
she was really gracious in having a conversation with us. So it was really cool, man.
Cool.
Yeah. So moving on though, because we will continue, and I just like highlighted my entire page by accident. Oh man. Good grief. Good grief. You're hot, Charlie Brown.
Wait,
Sony,
who said that? Lucy? Was that Lucy that said that?
good grief, you're hot, Charlie Brown. Ugh. Okay. And then of course we got to do a wah 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 wah. But no, teacher, I'm not that cute. Wah 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 wah. Yeah, but she's lying.
Whoa, I don't know why you were involving the teacher all of a sudden. Let's easy.
that got really bad. All right, Sony has reached a deal to take majority ownership of Peanuts, the iconic franchise created by Charles M. Schulz that introduced the world to Charlie Brown, Snoopy, and the rest of the gang. Sony Pictures Entertainment and Sony Music Entertainment in Japan announced they've entered an agreement with Canadian media company Wild Brain to acquire Wild Brain's 41% stake in Peanuts Holding LLC. Sony will pay $457 million for those shares.
Wow.
Sony Music Entertainment Japan and Sony Pictures Entertainment will collectively control 80% of Peanuts Holdings LLC. The remaining 20% will stay with the Schultz family. That is absolutely insane, and that makes me wonder what Sony's going to do with that.
Yeah. Honestly, you know what's funny? I just had a conversation with my wife about the Peanuts, and she's like, "Are the Peanuts big again?" I'm like, "What do you mean? Like they're on Apple TV? What do you mean?
Right.
Are they big?" She's like, "I'm seeing them everywhere. It's like when I go to what is it? Aeropostale in the mall and stuff like that."
Yeah.
She's like, "I'm buying kids clothes and I just see Peanuts and Snoopy everywhere we go." And then as she was saying that, I now am seeing Peanuts and Snoopy everywhere we go. It's like this whole like wave of merchandise just came through with the Peanuts and Snoopy in it, and it's like I just see it everywhere now. Like I was at Nordstrom's and I saw it there, and like every store I go to, I see it. It's nonstop.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy that they're like starting to get all this hype again. But I love it. I love the idea of
Hmm.
the Peanuts getting hype again. You know what I just saw that creeped me the hell out is a whole bunch of people just did a bunch of cosplay of
Hmm.
Peanuts characters, but they did like drawing accurate Peanuts costumes, and
Yeah.
they were the creepiest things ever.
Not in a good way.
Not in a good way. Like it wasn't they weren't like good creepy costumes. They were like they like you take the characters and like the way they did the hair was like just squiggles on the head and stuff like that, and they just looked creepy. But
All right, good
I
to know.
think they intentionally knew that they were gonna look creepy though.
Yeah, that was the goal. A little bit
Yeah.
of real life cartoony thing, making it a little awkward. Yeah, it makes
Yeah.
sense. I
Very
as we were talking, I think I realized it's the 75th anniversary of like Peanuts and Snoopy, like the comic strip. So
yeah.
so I think that's what's kind of pushing it on. But also, I think there's a little bit of a bubble is bursting for like say Disney merchandise.
Yeah.
So I think it's like, okay, we've done Mickey, we've done Stitch, we've done all these other things. We've even done Goofy and Max. What else can we do? Like, oh wait, there's this whole other, IP that we haven't really touched, over the years. Let's go push merchandise for like the Peanuts. So
For the
it's
Peanuts.
almost becoming like an alternative pop culture thing, if that makes any sense.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm just throwing it out there. Woodstock for the win.
Woodstock. Yeah.
If I get any merch, it is gonna be Snoopy as the Red Baron
Mm-hmm.
and anything Woodstock because Woodstock just because of how goofy he is, he's
Yeah.
easily my favorite character.
Yeah, I like that. I like that.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
cool.
And I mean, me gravitating towards my goofy ass characters, right? So I mean,
Yeah.
all right. Well, let's continue on here. Uh, with all the fun things happening. Looks like Warner Brothers already has a dance partner.
Hmm.
Warner Brothers Discovery has officially shut the door on Paramount and Skydance, rejecting their $108 billion acquisition bid and making it clear the offer doesn't come close to matching the value or certainty of its pending deal with Netflix. The company's board unanimously, sorry, I for some reason I cannot read right now. Unanimously advised shareholders to reject Paramount Skydance's $30 per share tender offer, calling it inadequate, risky, and ultimately inferior to the Netflix agreement already in place. Netflix will acquire the Warner Brothers Film and Television Studios, HBO and HBO Max, for $27.75 per share following Warner Brothers Discovery's planned Q3 2026 spinoff of Discovery Global, which will house the company's legacy TV networks like CNN and Discovery Channel and everything like that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, there you go. There it is. No, we're not fighting anymore. We're not talking about who does what. It's Warner Brothers is going, yeah, Netflix.
Yeah, and I think that they kind of Warner Brothers probably already knows that it's like we're probably better suited going to Netflix than we are just merging with Paramount and Skydance. As much as it pisses them off, it's kind of like they're looking for the best interests of the company and specifically the IPs that they're going to be trading off with these companies. The fact that all the legacy media stuff is being sold separately kind of makes it that it's Netflix doesn't want to get into the TV game. That's not what they want to do. They're happy with streaming. They love the film division that they have. They'll get more legitimacy as a film studio in acquiring the Warner Brothers name, but the Discovery side going to another network company makes sense for the way that they're doing things.
Yeah, I totally agree, and it kind of shows like Netflix is like forward thinking, like, nah, you can keep your TV. We don't need that. We're not going to pay billions of dollars on top of it for that, and from what I heard Paramount, Warner Brothers first said, everybody come to the table with your best offer.
Yeah,
And everybody did. And Netflix was valued as the best offer. So the rumor started to come out that Netflix is gonna win the bid, that sort of thing. And then Paramount comes out with this, you know, forced bid, like, okay, shareholders, $30 a share, and we'll take your TV stations as well. And all of a sudden, it's just out of nowhere. Like, where was this bid a month ago when we said give us your best bid? You just wanted to like come out of nowhere. You wanted
Yeah.
to lowball us, and then since that didn't work, you want to just throw more money onto the table just to be like, okay, we'll take everything. This is what we got to offer.
I,
So,
I honestly think also though, just like kind of looking at the way they have this set up. So Netflix is taking just HBO and HBO Max and the Warner Brothers Film Studio for $27.75 per share,
mhm.
which means $2.25. That's all Discovery offered for, or not Discovery, but Skydance offered for Discovery Global was $2.25.
Yep.
And I'm sure they're like, you know what? If we just sell off these assets to Netflix, we
Uh-huh.
can probably make more money selling Discovery Global as its own separate asset.
Exactly. That's totally it. It's totally that. Like, wait, you only valued our TV at $2. What is it? $2.25 a share?
Yeah.
What? Paramount, what are you doing? On top of that, I also heard Paramount said, we'll pay you, but we won't really pay you. We're gonna put it into this trust account, and it's gonna be ran by like our whoever our CEO is, like, Pete Ellison or something like that, whatever his name is. It's gonna be
David
that.
Ellison. David Ellison.
David
Yeah.
Ellison. Like, it's gonna be that versus paying you straight out cash.
Yeah,
That
and
sort of thing.
they don't want that. They don't want to sit there and be like, we're selling our company. We don't like Zaslav is like, I want the money up front.
Yeah. We're
You
we're
know,
getting out of the game. What are you doing? Like,
exactly.
what do you mean you're gonna hold on to the money even though you're gonna say it's not your money, it's our money, but you're holding the money. Like, what? I don't know. The more I hear about the Paramount deal that they offered, the more it got shady, and that's
Yeah,
where it got a little funky to me. I'm like, good job, Warner Brothers. Good job sticking with Netflix.
right. Which I mean, that's what the funny thing is like Paramount owns Comcast, right? So it's like it's not like Comcast as an organization couldn't buy Discovery Global and bring all that stuff in house.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, that's a good point. Like, they honestly, they could still do that. They could be
they
like, "All
could.
right, great, give us the TV." I don't know why you'd want to do all. It's like double dipping and buying the same thing over and over again.
It is, especially because Paramount already owns CBS, so it's kind of like
Right.
you know you're going to be doing basically CBS and CNN are going to be clones of each other, and it's like
Yeah.
that's, I mean, you lose the independence of those organizations in doing that when you just
Mm-hmm.
like cloning each other. Like I think it'd be smarter and more advantageous, at least for audiences, if a separate company were to buy Discovery Global.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Because
That's exactly
at
it.
least those organizations will be independent of each other.
Yeah. And that's, you need that. You need a little bit of competition
Right.
for it to be good. If everything gets, I don't know, homogenized, then you're really saying the same thing over and over again.
Right. Right.
So,
Right. All right. Well, let's move on to this last story before we get into trending topics here. And this is another kind of big deal that's going on right here. And the winner is actually, do I have a drum roll? I thought I had a drum roll. I'm not going to look for it right now.
we'll put it in post.
Yeah, I know, right? Because that's what we do now is put everything post. Yeah. And the winner is YouTube.
Dur, 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 dur. You got the applause.
I did get the applause line. All right, the Oscars are officially changing channels as YouTube has secured the television rights to host the Academy Awards beginning in 2029. So it's not anytime soon. The Google-owned platform beat out multiple competitors, including longtime broadcast partner ABC. Disney's current deal with the Academy runs through 2028, making the 2029 ceremony the first under YouTube's banner. YouTube's first broadcast will be the 101st ceremony, and the agreement locks the platform in as the home of the Oscars through 2033. Man, are you going to be tuning into YouTube
Heck,
to watch the streaming
yeah,
awards?
of course. You kidding me? It'll be so much easier to watch it on YouTube. And you know, the thing about this, it's such like a shift in how things work. So TV's kind of going away, or the traditional TV's going away, going to streaming, going to kind of video on demand or video at your time. Like, to be
Yeah,
honest, I don't want, when I go to watch wrestling every week, I don't watch it live. I watch it, later on that night or the next day or something like that. I watch it at my time. And I think that's just how things work these days. It's not everything is you have to see it live. I think
right.
maybe what, the Super Bowl? I think that's kind of it right
Yeah.
now.
The only thing I watch live at this point is football. That's
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
And then half the time I'm still watching those on streamers, and I'm trying to figure out what streamers they're on. That I can watch, right? Like I lucked out that the Niner game was on, weird enough, Disney Plus yesterday.
What?
Yeah,
Really?
the Niner game, because it was Monday Night Football, right? Monday Night Football is ESPN, and they decided we're going to put it on Disney Plus for Disney Plus subscribers.
Oh, that's interesting. Well, finally, good,
Yeah,
because I don't have ESPN
I don't either.
Plus or Unlimited or whatever.
Yeah, so I lucked out, and I was like, "Oh my god, I can watch my game on Disney." I'm so happy right now.
That's awesome. And this week, you said what streamer is NFL going to be on? It's going to be on a new streamer this week. It's going to be on Netflix on Christmas Day.
That's right. It's crazy because like Prime has Thursday Night Football,
Yeah.
right? Paramount Plus has actually had the majority of the football games that I watch,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
because CBS is an NFL partner. The only ones that I can't watch are on ESPN, and again, they've been putting at least Monday Night Football on Disney Plus.
Right. Exactly.
So it's
Exactly.
super interesting. Again, I lucked out that the Niners had the Monday game this week, but it was like for me it was a big deal, and I don't want to get super into sports, but it's like it's a big deal because the Niners, if we won yesterday's game, we clinched the wild card. But if we win every game to the end of the season, we can overtake the number one position. Right.
Yes.
So wild card is cool. That guarantees us a spot. But I mean, if we can get in at a higher seed, we get that bye week, and it's nice.
You have the divisional tiebreakers.
Right. Right. So it's like it's nice. Especially God. The other big deal for me was Brock Purdy came back yesterday. And it was funny because they were talking about it the entire game. Brock Purdy is what the Niners have been missing for the entire season, because he came in and first time, and I think they said it's the first time in 25 years that a quarterback against the Colts got 5 touchdowns.
Yeah. Something crazy.
It's crazy. He comes back for the first game since like the beginning of the season, and he breaks a record and just wrecks the Colts. It was nuts.
It was a Oscar-worthy performance.
It absolutely was. All right. So with that being said, guys,